I was going to really start singing this song. Oh, this is one of my favorite covers ever.
What would have happened to that fucking band if dude hadn't fucking died, man?
I don't know, man. I don't want to say Typo peaked, but they had already like made their sound. There is no other band that sounds like Typo.
So there was nothing else coming down the pike, you think, that would have fucking changed everything?
No, it just would have been Typo hammering down their spot as the band to kind of truly create their own fucking sound out of using the doom metal aesthetic.
But you don't think they would have like branched out into using some other fucking effects or pedals or fucking or effects change that they would do on? I mean, clearly the fucking vocals are fucking processed. We already know this, but
but dude sounds just like that live.
Would he have changed that? Because that would have changed the overall sound. Because that is the sound of Typo Negative,
sure.
Right?
Well, initially Typo was like punk. They were New York City punk.
Sure.
God damn it, I can't remember the name of it. Not Slower, Harder, Faster, or Deeper. The one that came before that. The Origin of the Feces. That one. That one is like it's mostly punk. Mostly really fast fucking music with Peter Steele screaming.
He said Slower, Harder, Faster. I thought of April Wine. Because that's actually, they have one Harder, Faster, I think is the name. But yeah.
Well, they didn't want to put Deeper because they're Canadian.
But Peter Steele is he is the dude that's fucking Typo Negative, right? I mean, without him, they haven't done anything since, right? Outside of like, what you do.
No, after Peter Steele died, Typo, that was it.
Yeah. Okay.
There hasn't been a Typo Negative anything outside of tributes. They're going and doing their own shit now. I think Johnny and Kenny, the guitar player and the drummer, have a new project.
Okay.
But it sounds nothing like Typo. Like, Typo fans are not going to get any respite. You're not going to hear shit that sounds like Typo. Even people that try to sound like Typo fans rip them to shreds. Look, see Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer fucking covered Love You to Death. Great cover. I'm a fucking Typo fan. I thought it was a great cover. But all these fucking other assholes just like, well, it didn't sound anything like the original. Well, good.
You can't touch some things. I think we talked about it with Alice in Chains. It's like if it was after Lane, then you can't do it. You can't continue the band because
you can't have fun anymore.
Lane was fucking Alice in Chains. It's like it's not that. Peter Steele clearly though was Typo Negative.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. He was a front man. I think he was the primary lyricist as well.
It is
the musical
funny.
stuff, though, I think that was a group effort.
You start lining up some of this shit. New York City metal is weird. It's weird.
It is weird. Like New York Dolls, kind of weird.
The New York Dolls, if you put together a playlist of New York Dolls, and it would eventually wind its way down to Typo Negative. What a weird goddamn playlist you have.
Yeah, throw Iggy Pop in there somewhere.
But everybody in New York City would go, oh, that's our shit.
Yeah. G.G. Allen. Was G.G. Allen in New York?
I don't.
The one that would shit in his hand and throw to people?
Don't get me to lying about that. I don't know.
that?
I thought that was Boston.
I have no. Well, if only there was a goddamn machine.
If only we had a machine that would tell us who it was.
We gotta know about G.G. Allen.
Like to shit in their hands and throw it to the crowds. I mean, it does sound like some fucking
New
like
York.
Queens nonsense.
Yeah. Cause of death, heroin overdose. Weird.
That's odd, isn't it?
They made it. There's a 30-minute documentary on YouTube, which is basically his funeral, and that dude had an open casket funeral, and he wasn't embalmed or nothing. They did nothing. They didn't even fucking wash him. It was him in a casket, leather jacket, and a jockstrap.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, get the respect and death that you did in life.
That dude.
Oh,
never
man,
had any
G.G.
respect.
Allen's fucking amazing, bro. Was that it while he's throwing shit at you?
I thought you were actually fucking with me for a second. I went, wait a minute, no, it rings true. That's the guy that. But I thought he was a Boston guy. But yeah, you're right, New York.
He was born in New Hampshire.
Well, that's
that
New
it
York,
might
really.
explain something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've never understood these infatuations with guys like this. I've never understood. I never will, and I don't want to because I don't give a fuck. His music was not what you call groundbreaking.
Right.
We're not gonna talk about Gigi Allen on this fucking podcast ever again. I feel like we've brought ourselves down a level.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like now we need to talk about last week's episode of Maury Povich.
You're the one running this show, by the way. It's because I've got to concede some shit. As most of you know, I've been on this fucking soccer mom diet for a little bit.
Keto.
Well, I've been on a normal rational diet. I haven't been on a soccer mom diet.
Yeah. You still get to enjoy yourself, but your vices are cut down dramatically.
Really, and not that much actually. I mean, I'm living life. I'm living life fine. It's a matter of I've cut beer out of my diet and sweets. Now, having said all that, then today was going to be the cheat day because I knew I was going to have to play golf all day.
Fucking golf.
Yeah, all day. And when I was done with golf, I went to the brewery and drank more beer, and then came home and drank another beer, and then. Was informed I needed I made a promise when I was fucked up, and here's the reality. Here's how things work. Make more promises when you're fucked up, and then you will never ever make a promise again. That's how it goes. Like, oh, I just learned my lesson. I fucking agreed to something.
Well, yeah, all those times, because we've all done it. We've gotten drunk and been like, man, wouldn't this be a great idea that we're not going to do tonight? We're going to plan on doing it tomorrow, but wouldn't it be a great idea? And then this is one I actually remember.
Your best friends, if they hold your feet to the fire, they are your fucking best friends. So embrace that.
That's the first time you ever wanted to go with me to the nerd store.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, fuck yeah. Yeah. I'll be out here right before 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, but I was already like really knee deep on some substances.
Yeah.
And
you had some liquor ball sandwiches before that. But just how it worked out. An entire day of golfing and drinking and frivolity, you get home and you're just shutting it down like, oh man, this might be the best nap I've ever had in my life. And then you hear a Jeep playing Alice in Chains till 11 fucking roll up.
No. It was I was like, why is this motherfucker here? Because you'd sent me one. I was like, maybe that's just that weird thing of Messenger sending me some shit a day later. Hey.
Nope. That was me. I even waited. I was like, that dude should have replied by now if he's alive. And then I got one en route that was okay.
Yeah.
which tells you like he's either drunk, forgot, or both.
Both.
Both. Oh man, I like being the DD.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. That's what I'm at, and
that is going to be the next T-shirt.
8 o'clock in the morning was when this tournament started. So we got out there by 8:20, and I gave him my best effort.
How'd you do?
Well, some shots felt pretty good. Some of them was like, well, this is why I don't play golf. But I do play every 2 years, whether I need to or not.
So really, it's not that it's a working to get better at a hobby. You just do it when called upon.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's how golf should be. I only do it when I'm asked.
That's
usually it's mini golf. They won't allow me at the country club anymore after the 10th anniversary of my graduating class. I got too angry.
You ever get into the batting cages, just drop your shit, and you just stand out there with a bat in your hand with your dick hanging out, and then they're like, sir, can you pull your pants up? You go, I got a ball inbound. It's inbound. And then you get that one, and another one like 8 seconds later. They're over there bitching at you, but what are you going to do? Are you going to pull your shit up? You're going to take one in the head, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're at a crossroads. You made a choice.
I would just go ahead and just get your money's worth and, go ahead and swing from the fucking heels.
Now, is it worse if you have a boner?
Visually, yes, but I mean, otherwise, really,
aesthetically, it could be better. But
I mean, if you're talking about just for paperwork, no, it's
as far
fine.
as criminal charges, no, boner or not, your dick's out.
And that shit's only really off the page if you're like near a church or a school or a parochial school, which would be the combination of the two.
I got that little fun center they have there by the base. Castle Land?
Yeah, okay.
Can't go there anymore.
You?
Yeah.
Are you barred?
I'm barred.
So I
don't
could show up with you and they'd say, "No, fuck you. You got to leave because
I don't know if I'm barred from the go-karts or everything. I know I'm barred from the go-karts. Can't ride the go-karts anymore for yelling obscenities
At children?
at everybody.
That's the way it should be. Actually, if you're going to have go-karts, by God, you better be ready for me to tell you there's a lot of motherfuckers that aren't doing their job on the track.
I think what it was, what the nail in the coffin was, they have the street light and they put it on orange when they're about to wrap shit up.
Sure.
I felt it was a little premature, and I let the guy know in a kind fashion as I was driving by.
Did you tell me you suck shit?
I said, that wasn't 5 minutes, motherfucker.
There you go.
Right after, while I'm passing everybody, just screaming at them. I mean, like literally screaming. I was drunk. I was driving go-karts, but I wasn't driving a car that day.
That's the beauty, is because there are some activities that allow us to do what people used to do, not 40, 50 years ago. I just want to drive.
Guess what? There ain't no law against getting pissed drunk and driving a go-kart. It's more on Castle Land than on you. If you happen to roll over an 8-year-old's go-kart,
it's weird to me. So
flames.
they actually got rid. They said you cannot come back ever, and they have their employee turnover's got to be fucking crazy.
Sure.
So there's a photo.
There's
of
a binder. There has to be a binder somewhere with my picture, circa 2008.
Well, then go fuck right off because you had a fucking smooth face.
Oh yeah. Oh no. There are people that
you're like Roddy Lumberjack.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
don't look like the man I used to look like, which is probably
the
for
man
the
I
best.
used to be.
Yeah, those are all true. Those are all true fucking
I
statements.
believe that's a Phil song. Or had Phil Anselmo.
God damn it.
Well, hey, how you cunts doing, huh? You holding up all right?
Yeah.
You guys all right?
You don't call anymore.
We kind of really require you to let us know what you think, and some of you have let us down. Matter of fact, I'm going to say outside of LJ, all of you have let us down. Yeah. All of you,
and that's what hurts because we love you, yet we don't. I don't feel like that love is reciprocated at all.
I can learn to hate.
Yeah. Yes.
So what am I asking? Just click a fucking like once in a while. I don't. We already know you're looking at the fucking video in the first place. We already know. And
That's
you're
right.
like, nope. Well, I want to let him know I was fucking. You already fucking clicked on it. We already have that. So instead of being a fucking interstellar jackass, why don't you do us a fucking solid and go ahead and click a little fucking like on our fucking videos and shit.
Or if you don't like it.
Well, because that'll help us.
Shut the fuck down.
I'm really thinking, well, shouldn't we wind this down here in the next, year, maybe? I don't
know. I haven't really thought about it.
That's my thought. Do you want me thinking about that? I don't think your slacker ass wants that to happen.
Love us. Need us. Require us for your Friday night.
And we're not even fucking charging you a dime. You're getting fucking podcasts out there for 50 cents a month, $1 a month, whatever. It's cool. You get it for free. We're throwing our shit at you every week for free.
Opening up our souls.
And sometimes,
to all of you.
Sometimes giving you a good time, most of the time giving us a good time.
It leaves me fucking dead inside sometimes.
It leaves me really hard, really, but
Well, like mini golf hard?
Like I might accomplish this task.
By the way, never play paintball with a boner. Because you will get shot in the dick. It's just like a bullseye.
It is,
it's
a big brag, too, if you're casting that kind of a shadow.
Well, it's at night, and that's a poorly lit paintball thingy out there. Oh, man. I remember I got to light up my brother's now wife via paintball. Everybody, he got mad at me because he thought I was targeting, which I was. I was.
Targeting is where you actually target someone.
Yeah, like, I'm going to shoot you with this paintball gun.
Oh, because you're supposed to have random targets.
Well, she's the one I always saw. I mean, I'd see my brother. I'm like, not yet.
Like, that one's running like a Filipina.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I had my girlfriend when I was living up in New York down visiting here.
Well, the big bush.
No, that's Beverly.
okay,
That's a
that's
low.
the
No,
other
this is
one
from
now.
upstate New York.
Oh. I just want people to know. They're like, did this guy just say that one with the big bush? Maybe.
Now,
Maybe
if you know who he's talking about, leave us a comment down below.
because that's where it would go.
That would be hilarious. Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah, I wasn't targeting her, but it was just fun to shoot her. I don't know.
Just over and over and over and again with a paintball gun.
I only double tap, just like any proper soldier would.
Were you within 5 meters?
I don't
On
do
the
metric.
second one?
I don't do metric.
Were you within 5 feet on the second shot?
No. I'm not an asshole.
Okay.
I just shot her twice.
Apparently, them shits are painful, according to a
Oh man.
radio a fucking another guy that works in the same company on a different show. That dude got fucking shot. He said he could take 10 hits from a fucking paintball gun.
At what range?
Like 25 feet. It was probably more like
Depends on how that fucking paintball gun was dialed in, man.
It had to be inside of 25 though. But anyway,
Was it like one of those that you pumped, or was it one that had a canister?
It's the one with the canister.
Okay, good. So you're going for optimal pain.
But, so he's holding like a pillow over his ball bag, as one should do.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You don't want to go getting wrecked in that area.
Every Jackass film I've ever seen, they only protect their balls, not their face.
That dude got hit about 3 times in the pillow or something like that. Once in the crook of the fucking arm.
Ooh, that's a
sucked,
tough
apparently.
one. That's a tough one.
A couple in the body, but that's it,
And what, he ran away?
Well, I mean, and he had said the fucking worst one is in the crook of the fucking arm.
Sure. Any soft meats, even the gut sucks.
Yeah.
It's like getting punched. But after that first shot, you're automatically acclimated to it because it's not going to get worse than that. It's all going to multiply. Like you're going to have 10, 20 fucking spots that feel that way.
Sure.
Dude, there was a fucking time going to Clovis where that weird little compound is right before the fireworks stand.
It's out there. Looks like some weird shit that probably like Tom Cruise would have people
Yeah,
go through,
or like
right?
where you'd film Chainsaw Massacre if you could light it right.
Or just trying to get the religion right for
Or
the
if you
Scientology.
need welding done. That used to be a paintball place. It's called Spider's Lair. We would go there every fucking weekend. Me, my brother, my nemesis, Ruben, we would all go down there and just fucking throw down. It was really, it helped to fucking get some shit out because we were so young. And my brother's fucking already insane at the time. Occasionally my nemesis dad would go. It was like a real occasion. There was one day we went and there was like a whole bunch of motherfuckers that were like military. And it was just us. And we had to do team shit. Because we never did, it was never like free for all. That's just kind of too chaotic to do. It was always team-based shit. So, of course, we didn't get no military guys on our side. We were more than willing to, be like, hey, is it cool if, we split up a little bit here? No. We go, all right. Motherfuckers never shot us once. All they did was fucking just like run up to us, point that goddamn thing probably 2 feet from us and yell surrender. So we didn't get knocked out. We tapped out.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? This man's clearly insane. That's not how you play paintball. You don't get out your aggressions of the war against fucking casual people just wanting to play.
Yeah, you kind of do. Fucking up civilians is actually the pastime of most vets.
That's why you go to shitty bars and start fights. That's why you do that. Not against teenagers just wanting to get their doom on.
Yeah. And I can't even get behind. Look, man, if you're a vet and you've got to do some shit, that's on you. But don't fucking put it out there as your fucking compass of what to do in fucking society. Dude, we had one, and I don't want to go on deep on this because I don't know that much about it. Dude was born and raised Eastern New Mexico, went in the Army, fucking did his time, operated basically within a special operations. It wasn't the SOC units out of the Army, but he was definitely a key component, you know, to a lot of special forces kind of shit going on over there. Dude gets out, gets a job, you know, comes back home. The hero, the kid that won. He actually won the VFW thing at the New Mexico state level on a thing of like what makes America great or whatever and shit like that.
Yeah,
wrote that. Went to New York or Washington D.C. You know, as the winner of that. Got graduated fucking high school and went in the Army. That's how that. Tell me a more fucking patriotic motherfucker.
That is really a career fucking guy.
And died in Portales, New Mexico, USA, because he fucking liked to fight after he got really fucking drunk, and a bunch of people that weren't supposed to be at that party showed up at that party and fucking shot him, and he died.
Oh, you're talking about that one dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That. Which they haven't even fucking made any headway on that, have they?
The thing, people are like, hey, it's murder. Well, not really. That fucking kid, here's the problem. That kid was a hell of a fucking hand fighter. He would fight you hands to hands from kindergarten to fucking senior high school, because that's what he did. He was fucking awesome at it.
Wow.
And in the Army, and, you know, presumably same kind of shit. Because if you go in the service and you're a young man, you're going to have to fucking prove your salt. That's the way it is. The service is the same as prison.
I was about to say, it sounds like being the new fish in prison.
It is.
Wow. Seems a little counterproductive.
Well,
I mean, either that or they're just trying to weed out the weak.
One of them, we preserve our nation's values, and the other one, we clearly have fucked up, and we're just serving time until we can get out and rejoin the society we wanted to fucking...
But you never come back the same. You never come back the same.
Neither one.
Yeah, prison or military work.
Neither one.
I mean, shit.
Well, hey, by the way, welcome to the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast, where we get together and talk about issues of the day. We talk about the mead, we talk about the metal, we talk about the MMA. By the way, and do we have one from LJ coming up?
Yeah, we do.
Right on.
LJ came through like you always do.
I'd love that dude to give us a review, not like a rundown of new release. I'd love him to give us a review of like, here's one album. Here's what I think of that album. I don't give a fuck if it's brand new or whatever.
Yeah.
But.
Well, this guy has gone to a lot of shows.
That dude went to Iron Maiden in Albuquerque last week. That's why we didn't have one, right?
No, we had one last week, too.
We still had one.
Yeah, the dude
we still had one.
Dude still poops one out and goes to, like, see fucking Skynyrd and Iron Maiden.
That dude has got a work ethic of fucking...
Well, he's younger than we are, too, man. He's got a lot of power and he has the power of positivity.
I don't even know I had the power, that kind of energy back then, but geez.
I did. I just used it all for getting really, really drunk.
I just used mine for good.
You know, helping others.
As one does.
By being an entertaining sumbitch.
So anyway, how you cunts doing?
We already asked them that. They didn't answer.
The Mead update this week, I would say, and by the way, I will, clearly I'm apologizing for being really, really intoxicated, because I started drinking about 11 hours ago and not really have stopped. So just, you know, keep that in mind.
It's one of those rare, like anytime, we've had plenty of podcasts where you've already come in with a little bit of shine.
Sure.
You had the fucking shine way before we prepare. So, you know, it's one of those rare ones, and I'm trying to catch up and do a hell of a job as well.
That's all where it happens, kind of.
All about where you beat.
Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. The Mead side of it, first of all, we have 2 bottles of Long Ships 2018 remaining back in the room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, those are getting to be...
Well, that's what we have.
Aged.
That's what we have. Those are the only 2 I think that remain. We on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, we still have a couple batch ones.
Batch 1 should be a full case. If you want batch 1, let me know, and you got to let me know, and we'll get that to you.
You've got to let me know.
Because the thing, and here's what happens. Because if you don't let me know, I'm going to find uses for it Probably making like pulled pork. Probably making like enchiladas. Making different things that fucking mead really, really goes to. And then it'd be just me and Brandon drinking it, you know? So.
Which, there are worse ways to get through your life. But,
but do do let us know where you're at. If you want a bottle, that's awesome. We'll get you a bottle. We got a case that we need to put some umbrellas on,
pull Zaz on,
and get the clothes on, and then we're that. But and we have another one that we can actually bottle whenever we feel like it. Apparently, so
Green Man's prepared. We got the bottles in today.
Brandon brought the bottles in.
I'm a fucking delivery boy. And which also we have the bottles for Holly King as well. Or do we still need to get those?
We need to get those, but yeah, no. This is two brand new cases for Green Man, so that's where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to go green, and I talked myself out of it.
Well, it's cool to do for first runs of new things that we know we might do again. Because if we ever go back, be like, oh man, it's been like 5 years since we've done Troublemaker.
Right.
Maybe we should get some cobalt blue bottles and rock that bitch. Or 5 years since we did Green Man. Maybe time to break out the grade. That always gives me an excuse to like chip something out of cobalt. Always like that.
Right. Well, and these are flat bottoms. I mean.
Oh, good. Even better. Yeah. Even better for that process.
No, that's another thing. Cost was the same. I thought, well, let's go ahead and get fucking flat.
Well, that's really the difference is with that kind of concave bottom. Is that just like where shit falls by the wayside? I never understood the purpose of it outside of aesthetics.
Well, goddamn, man. Metal is making a good comeback. And a lot of surveys that are out there showing actually that metal is the most increased fan base of any from 2017 to 2018. And, well, that's why we fucking do what we do. And maybe it might be time to check in with, I don't know, lowdown, a little bit of get the rundown of what's going on.
We'll check in with LJ with some shit. And after we come back, we'll check in with actually got some pretty funny stories. We'll check them out.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the metal portion of the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast. I'm your host, LJ, and, well, I hope you're having a good Friday. But anyways, this will make it even better. Going to read off this long, huge list of releases we got this time. So, as I'm doing this myself again, let's get this underway. Acid Reign, REIGN, is coming out with The Age of Entitlement today. Also, the band Anna Cruzes has 2 re-releases coming out, Suffering Hour and Reason. So you might want to check those out. That sounds like it'd be really cool. Borknagar, Borknagar, True North. There's a band called Carbomb. The album is called Mordial. The band Corleone is releasing the album 2, which is 2 letter I's, by the way. Creeping Death is releasing Wretched Illusions. This sounds pretty heavy. Dayseeker. The album is called Sleep Talk. Then we have Dragon Force, Extreme Power Metal. I'm not too fond of Dragon Force, but they're really cool. It's just everything sounds the same to me. GIF from God, which probably just pronounced GIF from God, GIF. Approximation of a Human. The band Hell Yeah has an album called Welcome Home. I like Hell Yeah. They're pretty cool. They make me say, hell yeah. Okay, that was corny. Last Temptation has an album called Last Temptation. The band Of Mice and Men has an album... has an album called Earth and Sky, all one word. Opeth has an album coming out. Incauda Venenum. That's pretty cool. And here's another band that's pretty cool. This is a comedy band, Steel Panther, Heavy Metal Rules. If you haven't listened to Steel Panther, they're a band I think you should get into. They have an 80s sound, and they're just over the top, like the stereotypical glam rock star. You got to check them out. They're awesome. Not PG, though. Next, we have the band Thunder, The Greatest Hits. Next up is the band Vintersea. Vintersea. Illuminated. Not bad. Wednesday the 13th. Album is called Necrophase. Phaze. That sounds pretty cool, actually. And finally on this list, Windrose. The album is called Winter Saga. That's all we've got for this week, and we'll see you next week. Take it away, Kevin and Brandon. I wonder if I could fit this entire guitar up my nose.
All right.
So let's go ahead and hey, by the way, LJ, I don't think the dude runs really necessarily by lowdown too much, but he does. He does. If you're needing somebody to go ahead and really put on a show, it's fucking LJ Reese is what his name is.
Yeah,
and,
I mean the dude has so many projects. It can't be really defined by just one.
But yeah, if you need a live entertainer, that's your guy. That's your guy. All right, man. What do we have going on? You've got a couple other things for the music side of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, just some tidbits here. Which is actually pretty apropos, seeing as how LJ saw Iron Maiden. Apparently, let's see. Janet Gers, the guitar player of Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Likes to do the windmill. Likes to do the windmill with his guitar.
Okay.
You know.
Right?
And apparently he did it, and that fucking thing just went flying. Not into the crowd, thankfully.
Right.
But he certainly lost grip of his guitar. I'm
That's,
trying to see at which which venue this was at.
That's a real high risk, no reward.
Actually, I take it back. It did fly into the crowd and hit a security guard right in the head.
God damn, man.
Fucking 25. How much does a Strat weigh?
A Strat's about 7'7", 7'8".
So I mean,
maybe
it's not,
8.5 and above if you got a lot of shit.
if you're
going on.
I'd rather eat the body of it than the neck. The neck might be able to like fucking cause some serious damage.
Neck is what actually would fall by the wayside. Here's the thing, man. On something entirely different. We've talked about my Dream Axe before, right? My Dream Axe is going to be like $3,500 to $4,000.
Yeah, we've talked about your visions of your GNL.
The reality is the air conditioning at this house is very nice.
Quite.
So, not able to actually go ahead and do a custom order of one guitar, but I've been kind of trying to figure some things out, and Brandon and I were looking last week. Actually going with a GNL Rampage would be one, you know, and the Rampages they're putting out now are all Indonesian, fine, but we could put in the original pickup, you know, that Jerry Cantrell utilized on the Rampage, you know, of Motor City pickups, you know.
Right.
We could do that. That'd be, $150. Probably a couple of other things. Probably actually to upgrade the bridge. It's supposed to be a Kaler bridge, but we could put in a Riedel Kaler. Probably that's another $250. So we're talking about $400 at this point.
Extra $400 on top of the Rampages. So.
But other than that, then that's what we have, and it'd be awesome. It'd be fucking great. It'd be very close to what Jerry Cantrell plays.
And you'd be able to get like a style GNL that you dig that, you know, because Jerry Cantrell's signatures are pretty. They're pretty.
Yeah.
But they're also very Jerry.
And, yeah, but I mean, any of them, but they go through like a decade at a whack of putting them out. They haven't put out, it's been almost a decade since they put out USA Rampages. You can't really hit one now unless you go straight to the custom shop.
One.
Right.
Yeah,
but that's the one avenue. Avenue 2 is to actually go ahead and get a GNL, a quilted top. It's an S500, but it has the humbucker at the bridge and two slims just ahead. You know, but that's actually really, really good style as well.
So you're not thinking about the PRS anymore.
Well, there we go. The next one would be the PRS.
The option tray.
PRS CE20 is the third option. And that one has to do with, that is a PRS. Now, they actually, PRS has put out cheaper guitars before, but the thing is, the chasm has always been huge. You look at one and you go, nope, that bitch was made fucking anywhere but in America. And you already know that guitar is $4,000 less than probably what's being on, displayed on stage. The CE20 works in different ways. That's about a $2,000 guitar, but it has basically every upgraded pickup design that is out there, and it really, really would make a very, very clean fucking axe for most things. I mean, it would actually probably almost be what I want this fucking thing to be.
Okay.
Option 4.
God, you got options, motherfucker.
Yeah, but this is the last one. I have a Telecaster under my bed that if given a brand new neck, given brand new pickups like a Texas Special, and given basically, no, the bridge is great. Given it, I don't know that I'd put a tremolo system on that. I think that and a lot of upgraded fucking accoutrements. And that fucking telly of mine suddenly becomes a beast.
Have you ever broken that out?
Yeah, I just had.
Yeah, okay. It took me a second. I couldn't remember it because it's been a while since I've seen it. But
I need a new neck because that one's got a wavy fucking 90s. It's got an issue.
Yeah.
But if I bought a brand new Fender neck, that would be right around $300.
Damn. And you'd have to fucking get it on there.
No, I'd be fine. I can. Yeah, it's a 4-bolt. It's 4-bolt to 4-bolt. I mean, that's what Leo Fender's genius was, and yeah, it's a bolt-on neck. You can bolt it on, whatever,
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of cool.
Right.
Shit.
Leo Fender. I mean,
good man.
That's why people hate.
A fine judge of horse meat.
People hate fucking Gibson because it's a neck through, but Gibsons have a better. Some would argue better fucking tone because of the fact it does have that much wood and the neck is smack in the middle.
Right.
But anyway, neither here nor there. But so yeah, option 4 would be to dress up that fucking telly with a brand new neck, brand new Texas Specials on the pickups, and fucking just kind of hit the ground running.
Sounds like at least you have options. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. You heard who's doing the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yep.
I'll tell you who it's not.
We're wanting
anybody
to see,
good.
We want to see titties, right? That's what we want.
Well, then why'd you pick Shakira?
Oh, well, that's true. She doesn't really have any.
She has a lyric in her song.
Yeah.
She knows her breasts are small and humble. It's because you don't want to
small and humble.
Because you don't want to confuse them with mountains. That is an actual song lyric. I'm quoting the gal.
Small and humble. All right. Good. All right.
That's her shit. I'm using her words, not my own. I mean, Shakira's a goddamn. Oh, she's awesome. As far, I mean, I don't like the music, but she's very pretty.
Somebody somewhere tried to figure out a way to do Taylor Swift and Tool, right?
Man,
which would be bullshit. Actually, they wouldn't be able to pull that off because
Tool
fucking
ain't
frankly,
doing a fucking halftime show anywhere.
Right?
It's Metallica. Metallica needs to do the fucking halftime show, and they never will. If they haven't done it by now, they never will. And it's not like they would turn it down. They've fucking never been asked.
Once motherfuckers from Cinderella and Poison and Motley Crue start dying off and in a big way, and there's only a couple of them, the fucking Super Bowl will go, holy shit, let's do a tribute to the 80s. We'll fucking wind these jackasses up and get them out here. Hey, where's that one-armed drummer from Def Leppard at? Come on, let's get them all out here.
Still one-armed drummer with DeLep. Let's get to some sweet little birthdays. Actually, a couple of little gnarly birthdays here. Happy birthday to fucking Meatloaf, 1947.
Happy birthday, you fat motherfucker.
Well, I will do it.
Isn't he a vegan now?
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's true. I don't care either. Formula 451 or some bullshit like that. He also that was a B movie. And but I recall somebody gave me the goddamn DVD
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, but I mean it was some formula that Samuel L. Jackson was supposed to formulate, and Meatloaf was running the company, And Samuel L. Jackson was able to fucking fuck up the whole process by making the whole thing wrong by one thing and whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to ruin the whole fucking thing, give spoilers. But
I don't even know what fucking movie you're talking about.
It was so terrible. I'm telling you, dude.
What's it called? The only movies I remember Meatloaf being in are fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show and Fight Club.
No, it's
and Fight Club was way better, if you ask me.
Let me go with this. All right, Meatloaf, Moves. All right.
Liquor ball sandwich, sir?
Liquor ball sandwich. I'll take another beer, yeah. By the way, I don't know if I had told you people, I drank a lot
Well,
today.
we should be careful when we open the the fridge door.
Things are going to let us know what's up here pretty soon. Pretty soon.
Man, they need to think of better ways to dispense beers out of boxes.
All right, Meatloaf, Wikipedia. This is the dude, because his name is, Michael Lee Ade, right?
I don't know what his real name is.
Okay. All right.
I have no idea.
Let me seek out some shit here. Filmography.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a drunk man trying to figure out Meatloaf's filmography.
Yeah.
How are we doing over there?
It's going to be terrible, too. It's going to be terrible.
Who you
Tell
got
you
over
right
there? Who you got?
now. The 51st state. No, that's not it. Formula 51. Formula 51 in 2002. He played.
Never heard of it.
He played the Lizard. And it is so great, there's not even a hyperlink for it. So,
Okay, and you know it.
but Samuel L. Jackson, his whole thing was he was working for Meatloaf's firm, and he was going to work long enough to where then he could retire. And he wanted to retire to Scotland because he said that's where his forebears were. And you go, really? Samuel L. Jackson's forebears are from fucking Scotland? Yeah, well, that's what he said. And at the end of the movie, he's wearing a fucking wearing a kilt and walking into a castle that is right next to a golf course. So,
Damn. I liked him better in Fight Club. As
I
Bob.
wonder, I might have that motherfucker on DVD.
Damn, that might be a collector's item.
I might.
See, Stephen Jenkins, Third Eye Blind, 1960. Lil Wayne. Damn. I'm older than Lil Wayne. What the fuck's up with that? God damn. And I figured I was older than Avril Lavigne. But really, the birthdays are great. But
We're
today,
waiting for Lotta Wayne.
he's probably trying to get that out of his loins. But today, of course, was the day in 1986 when fucking Cliff Burton sadly was taken from us via a bus being smashed on top of him and then dropped on top of him when he might have still been alive.
I know. Just stay off the bus. That's all you got to do.
There's a story that is on the Metallica Behind the Music of basically they would all draw cards for who could choose bunks. And Kirk Hammett said Cliff chose the ace of spades. I think that was just added to make it a cool story.
Sure.
Unless, if it's true at all, and that Cliff chose Kirk Hammett's bunk. So could you imagine where we'd be if Kirk Hammett was where Cliff was instead of Cliff?
Well, so who would be playing fucking lead guitar then for Metallica?
Anybody else?
Do you think they would have brought back, Angry Ginger?
No. Dude's got his rage into Megadeth.
Yeah. Well, that'd be long.
Granted,
past,
early
yeah.
because I think Killing Is My Business came out in 85. I want to say.
Who would have been the guitar player available to them then at that time?
In 1986.
Steve Vai?
Didn't match the mold. I mean, Metallica were just fucking thrash metal.
Yeah.
Steve Vai could do it. Dude can do anything, but he doesn't fit the visual or the like anything for the aesthetic. I mean, hell, fucking what's his face from Primus, Les Claypool tried out for Metallica.
Yeah.
He's one of the best fucking bass players I've ever seen.
So as much as we don't like Kirk Hammett, that's actually where that's where that's at.
You can't hate on him too much because we have gotten some good shit out of him since 1982. It's gotten worse because wah pedal has become a huge crutch for him.
Wow.
But I think the band, I don't know if it would have been better. It'd certainly be a lot different if Cliff were still alive and Kirk had perished. kind of a dark thought. It's not like I'm wishing death on Kirk Hammett in 1986, but it's a hell of a thing to think about.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Because the thing is that when you get somebody that does one thing one time is really, really cool, and I get it. He did that crazy fucking bass solo that, shit, that was like 3.5, 4 minutes of fucking perfection, I mean, yeah. Cliff Burton, obviously, he actually had probably more skills than most bass players of that era, at least in classically trained shit. But the thing is that he didn't live to see his distinction, going on for that long. Yeah. But
the dude has as big a legacy as Randy Rhoads does.
Yeah. Oh, you can make the argument for more. I
don't know. Randy Rhoads was on one album. Technically, Cliff was on 3.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that less is actually necessarily more in this argument. I mean, I think you can make the argument that Randy was going to be the same fucking lead guitar player. That it was awesome that he established that, and that established what metal lead should be.
He was so kick-ass for such a small amount of time that it's hard to forget him.
So what was the next thing going to be? And we don't know. Which, through no fault of his own, then that just really doesn't give us enough fucking information.
True. And you can't judge a man by what he was going to do versus what he did.
Yeah, right.
Because Randy Rhoads probably would have just gone on to be better.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
they'd have gotten more popular. He'd have gotten better. That dude probably would have broke off, done some solo shit, called it a career.
But there were so many fucking hired gun,
Yeah, the 80s were chock full of them.
Oh, my God, yeah. But, nah, that's where I would be on that.
I think we're going to do MMA a little different this week.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going to just rapid fire some goddamn headlines at you.
Okay.
Get your immediate thoughts. Justin Gaethje explains why he'd be successful against Khabib Nurmagomedov, and guess why? It's because of his wrestling, bro.
That high-level wrestling we, waiting to see.
See, Chris Weidman says Dominic Reyes is in for a rude awakening at UFC Boston.
Is Reyes from Brazil?
Not sure.
Weidman's fucked then. Okay. All right. If he's from
not
Brazil.
He's not fighting in NYC, so his chances automatically go up.
But Weidman destroys Brazilians. So if it happens to be a Mexican, Weidman might be fucked.
Dominic. Yeah, he's Brazilian.
Brazilian. Okay, well, that's Weidman then.
Dylan Danis, the butt friend of Conor McGregor, signed on to fight YouTube personality Jake Paul in a boxing match. All right. Well, we're just going to skip past that one. BJ Penn released from the UFC.
Yeah. Well, we knew, right?
Need to happen. I hate that it sucks that they're completely cutting ties, though. This is the monster they created.
Yeah, but it's also one that
or they helped create it. It ain't just them, but they certainly helped create this fucking monster BJ Penn is right now. All those knockouts after this huge comeback from retirement it just fucking doesn't help. Let's see. Khabib Nurmagomedov come back February or March. And moving on.
Okay. Well, that's okay. A guy's defending. I haven't heard of Cejudo defending his shit yet. So,
and that's one name you don't see a lot unless he's fucking being creepy. And let's see. We do have a fight card. But there's really, this is a Copenhagen card. And Copenhagen cards are not really known for being stacked. But it's funny, like everybody that didn't want to go to Mexico City are going to fucking Copenhagen.
That's wild. All right. So a European fight card, which means tomorrow's probably...
starts at noon, main card.
Okay. I was getting ready to ask if they were going to respect our shit of one. Okay.
They're saying, fuck y'all, you have to go enjoy Bellator tomorrow when Gegard fights, what's his face?
Well, it is 7 hours, though.
Fuck that, man. I don't do fights at noon. I'm a hardcore, but I ain't that hardcore. Your main event going to be Jared Cannonier fighting Jack Hermanson, who's basically already saying he's going to give Holloway a rematch after he beats his ass.
I think I keep underestimating Hermanson, but I think that you gotta be you're silly if you're not going ahead and taking the champ.
Dude fought Thiago Alves, suffered that fucking separated rib.
I think you have to take Holloway no matter what.
Well, the dude's not even fighting Holloway yet. He has to get through Jared Cannonier first.
Cannonier. I think if you have Cannonier, so you have Cannonier fighting. Fighting
Hermanson basically on his turf.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a great fight, but Jack Hermanson has talked so much about how badass he is. He has a lot of fucking words to back up in this one. Because he's thinking 3 fights ahead already. It's like, right. My brain's already in the rematch with Holloway for the belt. Like, oh, motherfucker. You don't know how the UFC works, do you? There are no direct shots to the belt. Right. You either get them because you're popular or they fucking fall in your lap.
Got a little distracted by a dog. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nonetheless, so what we have coming up for the card tomorrow, main event, Cannonier. Are you going that direction, Brandon? Or
I mean, I like Jack Hermanson. I just don't like his attitude towards his future. It puts me off.
Okay.
It's weird for me. I don't like boisterous fucking people in fighting.
Right.
Like if you're badass,
or anybody.
If you're badass, the visual aspect of you being badass should be enough, right? And as long as people know that, I mean, shit, I'd be good. Like I'm a bad motherfucker. I don't have to talk about how bad I am all the time and how I'm going to kill people 5 years down the road. Man, when you start selling the people you're fighting currently short, that's when you start paying the price.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
I don't think it's going to happen here, but I don't know, man. I hope he makes all his words come true and he becomes a bad motherfucker and goes and gives Holloway a run for his money. But at the end of the day, it's still just talk.
Cool. Well, shall we go ahead and start winding some things down?
I think it's time to get some picks.
Right.
Unless you have any odd dreams you want to talk about to close the show out?
Little fucking drunkard. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Pick what song's in your heart?
Something evil, right?
Boom. It's your heart, son.
I don't know.
Which we'll go ahead and get to picks while you're figuring that out. What you drinking?
Drinking is Budweiser. First time in all of the month of September, kind of. So,
not bad abstination.
I had 4 beers prior to today for the month of September. So.
And now you're making up for all the weekends you told beer to go fuck itself.
Right.
Same here, as every weekend. Metal. I might give the Swedish version of Opeth's new album a proper shot when I'm at work.
Okay, thank God. I thought you were going to say
no,
here.
not here.
Not here. All right, well, I'll manage a way to not hear it.
I will successfully avoid it, sir.
I'm going to, tonight on the metal side of things, I was listening to, what the hell was that? And that was actually something that was, Rainier Fog. Alice in Chains, Rainier Fog.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. MMA, Gegard Mousasi and Lyoto Machida are fighting tomorrow. Bellator 227. I believe it's for the middleweight title.
Gegard.
Wait, no, it's not because Gegard don't have the middleweight title.
Yeah, he lost it.
This is just a fight. And Bellator likes to do 3-round main events if it ain't for a belt, so I'm going Lyoto Machida. I loved what he did to Vitor Belfort. Fucking crane kick and then just put his hands on his hips as he just crashed to the ground. I like Lyoto more than I like Gegard these days. It's weird.
Well, when Gegard went to Bellator, I blame the UFC for that fucking particular move.
Yeah,
but,
Lyoto went because UFC didn't want him. UFC wanted Gegard, but apparently Gegard wanted something UFC just couldn't give him.
Yeah, which, I mean, I understand. I understand how that goes. But,
right.
Man, what are you going to do? Man, that's, let's see, drinks, fights, what else do we have?
Well, we just did MMA. We can leave now.
All right. You want to do that? We just call it a day.
I want to go get as fucked up as you are right now.
I am fucking very wiped out. So
yeah, it's 7 o'clock, and you are 11 o'clock drunk, and I want to get to be 11 o'clock drunk.
Well, maybe do that, huh? Maybe you should too. You know who you are.
I'm championing your cause. Thank you, friends. Thank you, LJ. Thank you, everybody. Let's get the fuck out here. And well, I'm gonna go get drunk. You're well ahead of me, motherfucker. I'm out of here.
We'll have a party.